Hey guys, SPARTAN117GW here, and today I'm going to be talking about the LBX gear that's recently been released. They actually had some equipment that was released a little while ago, but they've had a lot more stuff come out and the line is a lot more complete. LBX is the non-Berry compliant line of gear, but they also make a bunch of other accessories for Arc'teryx and for different kinds of solar panels and stuff. It's really cool, but LBX is non-Berry compliant for the most part gear-wise. As opposed to LBT, which is the big parent company that makes the Berry compliant gear for DevGru. So basically it's like, it's sewn and made and all that stuff. It's manufactured all in the United States, as opposed to Berry compliant gear can be made elsewhere outside the United States. It's a little cheaper, it's a little more affordable. It's a lot more affordable actually. But the main talking point today is the LBX Project Honor Camo. And the Project Honor was this whole collaboration with Medal of Honor Warfighter. And you can actually see the camo in the game in use on weapons and all kinds of different things. I actually got a glimpse of this at E3 last year. They had a dummy in the full kit. Now, when you look at the camo at first, it's kind of interesting because the pixels are like huge. Some people compare it to a larger version of AOR2 or whatnot. It's not exactly the same because there's no black in the pattern. But what's interesting though is that patterns with smaller pixels, they tend to get washed out at a distance and it just kind of looks like a blob, which is good if you're close up and you're kind of like looking at the guy close, but from afar it just looks like a blob of whatever camo pattern it is. What's good about LBX Project Honor camo is that since the pixels are a little larger, you're actually going to get a little bit of that breakup from a little bit further distance away. And when you get all this light filtering through the trees and kind of creating that lighting on the ground and in the area in like the woods, especially at places like Ballahack Airsoft, this camouflage actually works pretty well. It's actually kind of similar to multicam in terms of how multicam is, how it has some of the bigger color patterns, it's got some of the smaller color patterns, but even multicam kind of gets washed out a little bit at a distance. But yeah, recently they just came out finally with the combat shirt and the pants. It also comes with a VF17 panel and a Project Honor patch, which is the green version, which is pretty cool. But as you can see, this it's got a lot of features that a lot of combat shirts have. You have the adjustable cuffs, you got the Velcro pockets right here, but it's really cool. You also have the zip pocket right here as well, so it's a little easier to access. You got that on both sides. It also has, the tan base, which is nice. I'm not a huge fan of tan base combat shirts because it's a little bright, but overall it's definitely pretty nice. And as you can see, you got the pants here as well, and they're kind of similar to the Cries in the way they kind of got these pockets right here. I typically really don't use these all too much. I mean, you could use it for your cell phone, your wallet if you want. I personally leave that stuff off the field so I don't lose it. But you have plenty of space in these cargo pockets, and you got the little leg pocket here, so if you're used to using ACUs or that kind of uniform, true spec kind of uniform, you'll have those pockets. Overall, I really like how the camo looks, and it actually is pretty effective. I'm going to be running some tests, playing some games with it. You're probably going to see me in California with it as well. But I do like the camouflage a lot. I also have this. I actually picked this up at Ballahack. If you didn't know, Ballahack is carrying the stuff in store. They're one of the first people to have the entire set in store for you to physically see and pick up. Now this is the assault panel, which is kind of like the hybrid. It's like a mix of the LBT's hybrid and their slick plate carrier. But it's really nice because I wanted something that was light, that was slick. I considered getting the slick and then getting the chest rig to go over it, but it was, for me, the chest rig at the time, I was like, well, I kind of want something light, so I went with this. And what's great is that you have your 3 mag pouches, and you can put 2 mags in each of these pouches. They're sewn in, so you kind of save a little bit of weight because you don't have that molly that you got to worry about. You also have this admin pouch here, which is pretty cool. Something that LBT has done on pretty much all their vests. So you can definitely put maps, documents in there, and it's kind of secured by this little flap right here as well. And it's a pretty standard, slick style setup. So you have these Velcro cummerbunds that go under the little panel right here. In the back, I put an admin pouch just so I could put extra batteries or whatever, and I have a radio pouch here. But you can put a radio pouch for airsoft if you're really not running like a full-size emitter or something like that. Throw some extra mags in there. Works great. Overall, I do like the panel a lot. It goes well with the kit, obviously, because of the camo pattern, but it's also light and slick and kind of keeps you streamlined when you're going through the woods. So if you guys want to check this out, you can go to Ballahack Airsoft and actually physically get hands-on before you buy this stuff. Or if you want, you can go to LBX Tactical and check out everything on their site. Like I said, I'll be running a lot of tests, playing with a lot, and just seeing how effective the camo is. Overall though, I really do like the pattern. Like I said, the bigger pixels are going to give you better breakup at distance, and it's going to be great. So hopefully they get the headgear in. Right now I'm just kind of using my my Vertex Cryptek hat as a stand-in for a hat until they come out with the LBX camo. But it's going to be awesome. So make sure you guys stay tuned. This is SPARTAN117GW. Thank you guys for watching.
I'm James C. Burns. I play Sergeant Frank Woods in Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2. It's time for you to subscribe to SPARTAN117GW, baby.